We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Francisco Giants. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Jonas Blanco gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Batting third.
Eddie James. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. Still ranging back into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket.
So striding in, Eddie James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Brian Avila.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brian Avila.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. James will get there and he puts it away to retire the side. Digging in, Eddie James. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Has a look, now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Next to bat for the Giants, Brian Avila. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Avila.
This is in the air out to left field. James will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Tyler Sear comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Tyler Sear.
Ready for another chance? Eddie James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitch.
Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, he's as hot as anybody in the game right now, hitting a homer yesterday and 2 more today. They need to rethink whatever strategy they're using to pitch to him because he's killing them.
Digging in the switch hitter, Eddie James. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
But this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Arizona Diamondbacks, with their 97th win, tops in the division. Tommy Wilson earns a league best 17th victory. Jonas Blanco was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Francisco Giants. It's time for Giants baseball. Next. Scotty Junko gets the start for San Francisco in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. And ready for his first at-bat, Sean Michel. And he does so riding a 9-game hitting streak, so he's certainly a threat with the bat right now.
One down now, 1 down.
1 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
You got it. You got it.
James is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Striding into the box, Carter Kieboom. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Hit high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. We've played an inning, still nothing. At the plate, Eddie James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Shot toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely. Now at the plate, Josh Naylor.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Masters brings it in, and now they might have the runner caught off second. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Runner's on his way to third. Grounded to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Roy. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been excellent.
Carter Kieboom digs in now. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is in the air out to left field. James will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Digging in and looking for more, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
Round it.
He's through first and hustling for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third.
Get down, slide.
And he's safe. So just like that, there's a runner at third with 2 away as we give you a look there at the league leaders in triples. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Naylor. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And that's low, ball 4. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in, Keston Hiura. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. 1 and 2. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Into the box, Sean Michelle. He flew out in his last
The
at-bat.
left fielder, Sean Michelle.
Come on, big guy. Give me your stuff right here.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. So in now for San Francisco, Carter Kieboom. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. The set and the 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Giants leave a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 1. So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th. And in the bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette.
Whoa. Yes.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. James is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Giants down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Eddie James. And he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today.
Come on, man. Get your pitch up there.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a line drive, and this game may not stay tied for long. That's down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
Now a look and a throwback to second. A dive, but he's back. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Jake Shiner.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could serve.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Giants. Number 43, Bernardo Santos.
Lifted in the air out to left field. James is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So stepping in, Bo Bichette, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away to end it, and the Diamondbacks have claimed the fourth consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The D-backs win for a division-leading 98th time. Ryan Helsley earns the victory out of the bullpen, number 10 on the year. Henry Horton wraps it up for the save, his 35th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Francisco Giants. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Rick Milligan, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
At the plate, Eddie James. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
This guy's got a realistic shot to win the Triple Crown, and he's hit several home runs in his last 10 games.
Pitch on the way. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
Right, stay here, stay.
And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Yeah, and this is a tricky right field to get a feel for here in San Francisco. The brick, the fence, it has a little bit of everything as the ball caroms off the wall. He does well to get it back in as quickly as he did, but it's not in time to prevent the triple.
Stepping into the box, Josh Naylor, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Josh Naylor.
Let's go right here.
Ready on 0-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single.
Now in the box, Kent Masters. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Kent Masters.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. James comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brandon Marsh, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Eddie James.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. And they start the 3rd inning the way they finished off the first 2, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Now
stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Naylor. And he'll get back in safely. James aboard here at first with nobody out. And there he goes towards second. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Avila has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. One gone in the Arizona 3rd, and in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. And now they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. Coming to the plate now, Carter Kieboom.
Number 8.
Ready with the 0-2. Belted high in the air out to left. A ball that's carrying. He takes the turn and heads for second. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like.
Now at the plate, Scott Kingery.
Shortstop, Scott Kingery.
On, he pops it up. Palucci into shallow left, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first. Digging in once again, Eddie James. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as they open it up to 6-2 now. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters are on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what
So digging in now, Brian Avila. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get some.
Digging in to try it again, Israel Pineda. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Now to the plate, Eddie James. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch on its way. Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. A leaping effort, and he brings it in. 2 away now after a great effort. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
In now, Eddie James. He'll look to keep it going 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like this? Man, they came in here with a mission, and that mission is almost complete. They've won the first 3 games of this series and would love to seal the road sweep with a victory tomorrow.
8-2 tonight's final. Arizona set the pace in the division with 99 wins. Luis Madero gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Rick Milligan worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Francisco Giants. The Diamondbacks have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Peter Solomon is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! Solo shot to right center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Striding in, Israel Pineda. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Hey, we got one out here.
Swinging a looper to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he's sitting in 2nd place in the National League in that department. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Eddie James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
On a line, that's a base hit.
Pick up the ball.
So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And you can see there he currently holds the top spot on this Arizona roster in that category. Now at the plate, Jeffrey Ramos. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jeffrey Ramos.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. And a good decision to throw as he is toast at second base. Eddie James will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And it's fouled away. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. D-backs are down on 4. Stepping up to the plate, Sean Michelle. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
Sean Michelle.
pulled high in the air out to left field. James is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Giants. Number 43, Bernardo Santos.
This one's flared out toward left. In comes the left fielder. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over, down 0-2.
Ready now, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
If you want to know what this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
10-4 the final in this game. San Francisco jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Nick Margevicius picks up his team-leading 13th win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants, 10 runs.